Hello and welcome to episode 35 of our Timberborn Update 5 Iron Teeth Mega Build playthrough here. Cycle 43, day 17, in the middle of a drought. Got about 5.5 days left of that one. And we'll see what comes next for the beavers. But last time, we got this area a little bit more built up. Started putting in some more power storage here with our vertical framed flywheels. And implemented a couple of other small fixes along the way. And boy, are we chugging along now. 19 FPS. At 1 speed. The upstairs, fortunately, is pretty much done, minus this square here. I haven't quite determined exactly what we're going to do here. We still have yet to build a quote-unquote mega build-worthy structure, according to some of you in the comments. So I guess that's what's going to have to go here. I don't really know. I'm not that creative of a person, so I guess we'll figure out eventually what's going to go in here. But in the meantime, we have plenty of other stuff to get accomplished here. Specifically, metal is starting to become a problem. You'll notice that most of our reserves, minus this one corner in this one district, being Beaverwood Forest, most of our metal has been depleted in areas that we have an actual active presence in. So one of the things that I did last episode was I came over here and I put down the efficient mine, but it is saying that is not accessible because, of course, they haven't finished the ladders yet. Once that's done, they can start actually putting stuff in here. But we're going to run into a problem because we don't have any good places to store the materials nearby. I did put a couple things right here, but the more we get along in this, I think it's probably going to be best for us to come on over here and implement some ideas you guys had in the comments that I liked a lot. We played with the side platforms at the end of last episode, trying to figure out exactly if we could fit stuff here. But on the inside, we can pretty much only put the 2x1s because the mine itself sticks up past that. But on the outside, we can actually do the 3x1s. So what I was thinking, based on the feedback that you guys gave, is that what if, just pause this, we can actually place stuff. What if we did something like this, where we had a whole bunch of these things around the outside, as it were. So like right there, and then on the inside, what if we came in and did one of these kind of deals? We'll just do on the opposite sides like so. And we kind of like buried the mine underneath all of this storage, so it's actually kind of like a pit. And then on the inside of this, because of the way stuff is set up, this would be the perfect size to put in these medium warehouses and assign these for the dynamite. And then we could, around the outside, have scrap metal storage for output. We could have the treated planks for input. We could have gears as well on these medium warehouses, or we could put them in giant warehouses around the outside. So we've got some ideas. We've got some options. Obviously, none of this is going to be immediately building, but I will go ahead and pop in one of these things here. I think I'm only going to be able to do the 2x on the inside here. The 3x aren't going to fly, again, because of the dimensions of the mine that are in there. But we can easily get this in place, and I think this is going to be a good start. Just to have some nice storage here. Obviously, we're going to want the stuff closest to the ladder to be stuff that the mine actually needs to operate, and then as we get further and further away, that can be stored for other stuff. But we've got plenty of opportunity here to actually make some pretty interesting symmetry happen. So I'm thinking right here, in the very, very front, would be a great place for the exports of the mine. Like we can put our scrap metal here. I always forget to use the tab to do this. But if we were to do that, then right here, of course, we could have one for dynamite, and we could have one for gears, and then we can do the same thing around the back side here. And then we just have one extra right here. We have to decide what's going to go in there. But for right now, I think we can just kind of leave this alone. I might, you know what? Actually, would probably be smart for us to do is put a hauling post up here. That also might look kind of interesting. Just set up like that. Why is this set to a beaver? Ah, because it's not actually connected by path to this district, so it doesn't know. Of course. But I'm thinking that's what our ideal setup is going to be. These hold 180, these hold 200, so it should end up working out just fine. We'll just pop these in here and then get everything all set up, ready to go. Again, this is the export, and this will be all import stuff, so we'll just go ahead and have those right there. And because of how hard it is to make these treated planks, I'm going to have 4 times as much, or not 4 times technically, slightly less than twice as much treated planks right here. And we'll just have this set up like so, all the way around. And I think that is going to look pretty nice. We could have some other ones here as well, but for right now, we haven't quite gotten there. And this can be connected right like so. If we were feeling particularly ambitious, we could also connect it up here, but I don't think that's something we need to be focusing on right now. So that's going to give them plenty of stuff to do, and I do mean plenty of stuff to do. That's going to be pretty bonkers to try and get any of that stuff accomplished there. So we'll let them do what they got to do and figure stuff out. I do kind of wish I had done the 5x1 bridge here instead of the 6x1 and put it on a little platform, which, you know, honestly, no reason not to, right? We might as well just come back here and do it, quote-unquote, the right way, just because we can. So that's what we'll do. Yeah, that's going to make this path straight, uninterrupted, which I think will look substantially better. And that's okay. That'll be fine. Just like that, we could put in another bridge on the other side if we felt so inclined. But yeah, that's going to be great. It's going to take them 800 years to build it because we're in super slow mode. But that's the way things go here in cycle 43 of this enormous, huge, ridiculous map. So let's take a very Microsoft PowerPoint 1997 inspired journey around here. We've got all these wheels. They're not turning because it is a drought and there's not enough coming through here, so that's fine. We have not hooked up these flywheels yet because these things take so long to get built when you have to do them one at a time. And yes, I know several times I've been told that the ladders and the bridges and platforms and stuff can be used to build from above, but they still have to build the scaffolding to get to that. So are you really saving any time? No. You're just making it so you can build multiple things at once and not have to come back and do it. So I think this is fine. I'm not worried about it. It's not like we're that pressed for time, obviously. This is cycle 43. We've been putting all sorts of effort into this anyhow, and it has worked out to be pretty good. So we can safely leave this alone for right now. There's also these other sides over here that we're currently working on. This is one of the things we did last time. We had not connected to all of our power transformations or anything like this. We're waiting on some of this other stuff to get finished before we really got too involved with that. And this is all still one district, which, you know, may be a good thing, may not be a good thing. I don't know. The jury's still out on it. But we've got so much going on, man. We have a huge amount of stuff we're trying to do all at once. And, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work nicely that way. Sometimes you just kind of have to do it and let it happen. So they're working on building this. We have so much stuff that's trying to get done. It's not really going to be a super productive thing if we don't give them a little bit of help. So let's take a moment here. Put a couple of storages. We're going to need one for logs and one for planks at the very least to try and get some stuff over here. We will super prioritize construction of these and then make sure these are set to receive. Yeah, because the construction over here is going to take so stinking long. Otherwise, we'd have absolutely no hope. Let's also put in a metal blocks, have this set to receive as well, because that's what we're going to have to use to build most of the rest of this stuff. Traded planks as well, but hey, we don't really have too many of those anyway. We have 400 something, and I think most of those are going for the construction of some other stuff right now. But you know what? We're already here. We might as well, right? Just build another one of these things for no reason. Well, it's not no reason, but you get what I'm going for. We have so much other stuff. So much other stuff that's happening. We'll get these guys all taken care of. Now, Body McBotville, to my understanding, has only those 8 builders, so we should probably also keep building for builders. Who would have thunk it? So I will put in 2 more of these builder's huts. And guess what? Those are also going to be top priority. And we'll make sure those get staffed. Should all be A-okay. But I was honestly kind of surprised we hadn't already added more builders, because it's one of those things that just takes a really long time. So I'm going to pause these right now so they can just get those builders huts up and running, because it's taken a long time. Super long time. And we don't want to get too behind with all of this stuff. So we'll let them do that, and we'll come upstairs here and check out what else we have going on with our sending and receiving of goods via the trains. Had a couple people say, hey, you're using the trains wrong. You should be putting in scrap metal transportation and all that other stuff. So let's take a look at this. Woody McWoodville here currently has 34 scrap metal, and to my knowledge is not actually refining metal. We just have these woodwork shops here. So I really don't think that's the problem. I think part of the issue is just this area here has no way of exporting the scrap metal. So yes, it is right next to the station, but oh, well, this isn't working at all, is it? Why are these okay, so it's only importing grease. All right. So okay, I guess you were right. And I was wrong. Make a billboard, put it up on Times Square, whatever. But we'll start exporting the scrap metal here. I thought I already had that set up, and it wasn't that big of an issue. That's fine. Okay, so that's going to be receiving. There we go. So at least we'll have some scrap metal stored in here. Actually, who's grease? Nothing, and nothing. All right. Well, that at the very least will allow us to get some more scrap metal put down to the bottom district here. We have scrap metal storage here and here because we have all our metal refining. So hopefully that ends up being fine, I guess. Waiting on logs and planks, which we do. Well, we have a limited number of logs, and we probably need to be growing more. We just we're going through a whole lot of wood right now because we're trying to build a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's not like in the rest of the map we don't have any wood. We just aren't really exporting any of it because we have so much other stuff happening here. Let's just check and see. I thought I already had, yeah, import always is set up for that. So I think it could just be an issue of we don't have enough bots to handle all of our needs. We have 12 extra bots here, but that's about to be 4 extra once these builders' huts are constructed. And we just got so much going on. We have all these trees here that are being continuously planted and harvested, etc., so on and so forth. And this is a lot of wood. It just kind of has to get caught up because, you know, we're using so much of it to do all the rest of this stuff. Metal blocks continue to be a theme here. And yeah, we probably do need to have the bottom ring be 2 separate districts at least. But right now, we're not even really using anything over here, and we have all this scrap metal. It's actually probably faster to just go get this versus importing it from another district. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll get it figured out. Alright, so this is working. That's just waiting on logs. I guess now I can unpause these guys. We have 4 other builders to actually accomplish all this stuff. I have no idea when they're going to get to this. I actually don't remember which part of this that I put in first, but yeah, okay, they got to build the bridge back. That's right. And put this back in place. Yeah, there's so much stuff ahead of them. So much stuff. And they also could use some rechargeability here. I know we have this one charging station put in place here. All of this requires metal, which we don't really have a lot of. Don't really have a lot of right now. But I will go ahead and put some charging stations here. What? Stop that. Just don't. No wonder they can't build any of this. They're taking all the logs all the way over there. Even though I had this prioritized. Build this first. Finish it. Come over here. Get it done. Let's go. Somebody come finish this. Please and thank you. All you lazy builder bots not building anything. Just standing there botting around. Come on. It's at 70%. Just come over here. Come over here and finish this. Anybody? Anybody at all? anybody going to come do this? Come on. I guess they just want to go literally anywhere else but where I am telling them to go. That's fine. All right. We'll leave that alone. Let's check on our power supply here. We've got... Oh, okay. Yeah, we're down to a very low amount of battery charge. And we got 3 days left. All right. So here's what we got to do. It's about to be time for not fun in Beaverland, because we're going to have to pause. We're going to have to pause all these amusement things. But they do use quite a lot of power. But we'll turn them back on. And this, again, this is part of the reason why we're building so much more in the way of power storage and power generation, because this stuff, it sucks up a lot of power. It really, really does. Yeah, so look at that. That cut our power usage in half. Which, to be clear, we're still going to run out very soon. We're going to be heavily dependent on these engines here. So, I tried. I tried. I really did. I really did. So, we will, we'll go ahead and pause these number crunchers. And then take a look at our power consumption. Oh, look at that. We're making enough. At least I gotta charge this stuff up overnight. Now, we can't leave the number crunchers turned off because we are consuming science at a rapid rate with all of our bridges and control towers and everything. But for right now, it is a brief reprieve. Now we have these going here. These bots are looking good. Getting all this stuff taken care of. All this other stuff over here as well. It's just one of those things where we're in a position where absolutely nothing we do is going to be quick. And it necessitates the time lapse or skipping it entirely. And I don't particularly want to skip stuff because that's part of the whole thing we do here is we play the game the way that it's supposed to be played, and I don't edit 40 hours of progress into a 20-minute video with a whole bunch of memes because there's enough of that on the internet. we don't always want to see that. So part of that trade-off is you got to put up with this stuff. But we're going to end up time-lapsing a whole lot of this because what else can we do except watch them build stuff? So we'll go ahead and have that going on right now while I'm talking to you about everything else that we're going to be doing here. And we'll see exactly what we can get accomplished before the end of this drought and get everything hopefully back generating a whole bunch more power now that we have all these other wheels. We just got to get stuff hooked up, which is going to require lots of other construction that we can't really even get to yet. But again, it's a process. Stuff takes time. That's just the way it is. In late stage Timberborn, I guess we can call it. But you know the drill. By the time I'm done talking, we'll be finished with at least the rest of the drought, and hopefully we'll have some sort of other progress being made. Although if we don't have a lot of power, then there's not too much we can do about that. But yep, that is what we'll see what happens at the end of the break here. And here we are in cycle 44, day 1, at the start of another temperate season. And we have a lovely streamlined power delivery design. Thanks to some of you guys in the comments over the last several weeks for suggesting other alternatives to the incredibly ugly thing that this was. Turns out the solution was right under my nose the whole time, and I just neglected to remember that. So we're going to be slowly replacing this one and then this one with something a little bit more elegant like this. So if you didn't see what happened during the time lapse, the gist of it is just put a triple dynamite here, blast it down, put a universal power shaft down here, verticals, and then the little thing that pops over right here. And then you can have this be nice and flat. It looks very simple, very clean, very laggy apparently, but yeah, that's looking good. We'll take out these extra little bits here because we don't need those anymore now that this is put in place. And I think that is a huge, huge improvement over what we had before. We can be very, very happy with that. So we'll clean this up a little bit, and then we'll work on getting the rest of this put in place. We do have now some storage for other construction materials that we're going to be needing over here. And we have, of course, plenty of other stuff to get into as well. So we'll go ahead and keep on putting this stuff in here. I probably should have these finished, but we didn't really do that. Well, of course, over here we did, because this is completely shut off. But this other side over here, that's basically exactly the same thing that we did. I don't know, if we're feeling interesting later, we can maybe do it, but I don't really think it matters that much, honestly. Just trying to keep things roughly contained here. So I think that's going to be fine. So all of that being said, they can start building these two things now. And then, of course, we'll have to do the same thing on this other side. But in the interest of power transmission, I'm going to have those two built. And then we got to come over here and decide, are we going to put in some more large vertical framed flywheels? The answer, of course, to that question and many like it is yes, we will. We'll put in all sorts of garbage here if we feel so inclined. We just have to make it happen. Did I build that the wrong... I absolutely did. I'm so upset. Oh my god, man. Okay. Yeah, so remember when I, for crying out loud. Yep, alright. We are officially in Timberborn hell. That's what this is. Okay, okay. Yep, that's, yeah. Yep. What's that meme from Report of the Week when he reviews the, was it Popeyes? It's something from Popeyes. Like chicken wings or something that you think they would be good at, and then he has it, and he says, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. It's like, okay. Yeah, that's this. It's like, I was so proud of this. It's like, you know what? I finally made something the first time that works perfectly well. And now I gotta take all of it out. I'm so upset. Yeah. I'll keep it family friendly, but suffice to say, yeah. If you know, you know. So down at the bottom here, vertical power shaft gone. See, I can't even have this like this. Now I gotta. Oh, and now all of this scrap. Well, it's only 6 years, 11 logs, and 2 planks. All that's. I am upset. I am upset. That's the, yep. What a load of garbage. Absolute trash. Alright. So not only that, but I have to, literally, the entire thing. Alright, well. We're definitely going to, we're going to Ron Popeil this. We're going to set it and we're going to forget it. And we're going to actually forget it. Triples on the bottom, doubles on top, which, of course, is going to require we put another one of those there because you can't have more than 2 letters at once. Alright. This is why people go to anger management courses. Absolutely has to be. Alright, well, now that I have, yeah, thoroughly, ruined my own enjoyment of this, I guess now I just have to, keep on putting more garbage in here. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just, yeah. Man, that's ugh. It is what it is. What else am I gonna do, huh? We'll just have this come all the way out here. You know the drill. So that has to be 5 wide. Yeah. Okay. That'll go just like that. And then all I gotta do, I guess I can just pop this in on this side. Yep, just give that a direct route here. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so what's going to happen there is we'll just, the time being, until we can reach such a point as to actually afford to build more of the fun things, we'll just have all of this replaced with, what do you call it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, modular, no, get out of here. Modular power bridges that I can take back and replace with other, wrong one. There we go. This, if you're wondering why I did the 4-span here, each of those, whatever these things are 3 deep. So that will work out just fine right there. And we'll just repeat this for every set of 2. Because we can have, how many of these? Was it 6? Yeah. Yeah, we can put 6 of those in there. So that is, that's just what we're going to find ourselves doing, as long as I don't click on the wrong doohickey again. Yep, that is the confirmed scientific term. But that is what we are going to be doing here. Just got to be able to come in with some ladders or stairs, etc., and build the rest of this, and then we'll just have to leave this alone and not think about it till the end of the episode, and hopefully maybe at some point in the time before the inevitable heat death of the universe, this will be completed. So, yep, let's go do literally anything else. How are we looking over here? Yeah, let's put that in that 3 times speed so we can have that PowerPoint slideshow again. Truth be told, friends, there's not really that much more that I can physically do without other stuff being done. So we'll just have another time lapse here, and we'll try and get all this stuff done, get this mine operating, which I think it already is. Yes, actually it sure is. We got 5 of these bots in here. They just don't have enough materials to actually supply the mine, so it's going a little slow. But they are, in fact, doing what they're supposed to be doing. So yeah, by the time I'm finished yapping, we'll have this whole thing all complete, hopefully, and you'll be able to see everything operating lovely, whatever the... you know what? I'm not good at English either, or math. It's fine. We're having a disaster. What day is it? Currently Wednesday, but you'll be watching this on a Thursday. We're having a disaster Thursday here on the Iron Teeth playthrough. But hey, some of you, that's what you're here for, so I can't hate on that. So we'll see what this looks like at the end. I know for a fact it's at the correct height now, so it's okay. We'll just see what happens when we're all said and done. All right, friends, we're back once again, and this time it's all the correct height. It's all the correct height. Every single bit we checked. So now we get to have this whole thing put in, and we can thankfully go ahead and get rid of these guys here. So go ahead and take care of all of that. This ended up not being necessary, which is fine. Everything worked out perfectly. We can get this ugly mess out of the way here. And we can all move on with our lives. Okay, where was that guy going who's trying to get over here? Ah, coming to get all the scrap. Okay. Well, regardless, now we have this beautiful, perfectly flat, perfectly straight, correct height power shaft here. And they'll get to work on all of that. We have the power coming this way. We don't have any buildings over here yet, but we can go ahead and we can just put some of these guys right here. Get everything all taken care of. And then, you know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and put this here. That will end up being just fine. Let them finish that one piece off, and then we can keep putting more and more stuff here. There we go. One little bit at a time. So, all of this will end up being connected to the main power generation. Hopefully, that means we'll be able to store enough power to make it through another drought. Don't know when that's going to be, but let's check our status. Oh, we're full. Okay. So that means we can come around and we can turn all the fun toys back on. Look at the well-being went all the way down to 51. Because all of this stuff was turned off. How about that, huh? Yeah, these guys really like their skydiving Ferris wheel stuff, whatever this is. Yeah, so we'll just make quick work of this. Get the rest, everything good to go. And then take a look, see what else we can get ourselves into as we start wrapping up this episode. I know it's short. That's what happens when you have a whole bunch of stuff recorded and you have to do a bunch of time lapses. But hey, guess what? There is no scrap metal here. So these guys get to go away. Go do literally anything else. That is perfectly fine. Now, I was thinking originally of putting in another... I can't remember what anything's called. The pine resin. I was going to put another one of those in here, but, you know, we don't really need to. Don't need to worry about it. We have so much already that we're not even using, so that's fine. What I would like to do instead is to plant more trees. But I don't know that we need to. I think, honestly, for right now, we're okay. So we're probably just going to leave that alone for the time being. Every other corner, it seems, is pretty well taken care of. Yeah, I got no complaints here. We just got to make sure we're keeping ahead of everything as we continue going around and doing other fun stuff. So the mine, by the way, if you were curious, is operating. It does have materials. Not everything is being properly stocked here, but that's also because we haven't prioritized all of these storages by haulers, which we will go ahead and do. And since we have a hauling post right here, it should not be an issue to keep stuff stocked up. Just got to make sure everything is all good to go. Which it will be as soon as we get out of the lag. There we go. And then prioritize that guy. The issue we're going to run into now is we don't have enough bots to work stuff, but as we kind of reconfigure how stuff is set up, I think we might be able to spare a couple. Yeah, so we've got 3 extras right here. But I think instead of getting rid of them out of the district, we can just put a couple more scavenger flags in and get this out of here. That's 2 more. That should help us just a touch. That'll be fine. This is getting closer and closer and closer to actually being all ready to go. We're generating, okay, not too bad, 7,000 HP from all of this. We, of course, still have more stuff to build here, and that's something that will take some time to get done. But we know we can do it. We know it's not going to be an issue. You just have to kind of get stuff situated as one does, and that is pretty much everything else I can think of that we've got to get to today. It's just one of those things. You got to do what you got to do. Now I got to think about how in the world did I do my math wrong? Hold on. 1, 2. No, I didn't. I'm just okay. So I saw these and I had assumed they were in front of another row of these because, you know, my brain just decided at some point in the last, I don't know, year that it's not going to work anymore. So it's fine. You live, you learn, you move on. Sometimes you have to come back to the same place because you forgot. But what else are you going to do, right? Just about ready. Just about ready to get this stuff all hooked up. Batteries are fully charged, so that's good. And as we continue expanding stuff, of course, that will continue to get better. But I kind of like this. It's not the most beautiful thing ever, but it is a pretty efficient design. So we could do a little bit of decoration here, but this is a bot district, so it really doesn't matter. I don't think that's going to be that big of a problem. We probably could duplicate this over here if we felt so inclined. So, you know what? We have the opportunity to go ahead and do a little bit more in this episode before we decide that we're all finished, ready to go. So that's what we'll do. Just send this out this way. I guess I probably should have done the other one like that too, but hey. It is what it is. That's the height it needs to be at. That's fine. Just get everything all hooked up. We got to pump it out, and that will probably also be something that takes a long time, but hey. You do what you got to do to get it done. So, long-term fun, you know the drill. We'll just get it all taken care of. It'll take a while to get, well, anything removed from that, but we should be able to, once this is all said and done, pretty easily come in here with a couple pumps and get stuff situated, and the rest of it can dry up. Should not be an issue. Yep, not that we really need to have any water used in this district, but, well, there's a little bit. Yeah, this isn't my finest moment trying to set this stuff up. But hey, what can you do, right? There's also probably not that much actual pumping that can occur with that mine down there. So maybe maybe what we need to do instead is just set up like so. I mean, they're not going to be able to really get it this much anyway. These are just temporary structures, and we got a drought coming up. So you know what? It's going to work out just fine. We'll get all our stuff situated here. That will just need to get hooked up there, and so on and so forth. Just make sure that's set for bots in case I forget about this and then wonder in 5 hours of playtime, hey, why is there still water in here? No. So that's that. Did we finally get the rest of this built? We almost. Almost. We are close. I think the most annoying thing is that oh, I do this to myself constantly. I really do. I've got to get rid of this so I can put another platform in because of the way I decided. I can't even. What do I do that? What do I do that for? All right. There we go. That's the correct place to do this. And then I can do my my little turn here. Get that all taken care of. Yeah, so that's about the size of it, folks. we just gotta we gotta get this done first. So we'll have them come in and finish this, and then everything can be hooked up prior to the drought. Batteries are already fully charged. There's probably not much else we can get away with this. Unless we had this any closer. Oh, wow, this actually is pretty close. Hold the phone. Yeah, you know what? I did a little bit of a smart here. And I forgot that they're going to be able to actually finish this. And then we'll have access to charge all these, which I should have been doing the whole time. Oh, boy. Well, if there's any solace to the rest of you, we're not going to be in this playthrough too much longer. we got plenty of other stuff to get done, but at some point we are going to have to just mercifully put an end to this. It has been fun. It has been quite fun. We've gotten a lot of interesting stuff built. Some stuff that, you know, probably could have been a little better, but ended up not being feasible. You know, you live and you learn. You get stuff done, and then that's pretty much it. Let's come back over here. We got that in place. Very good, very good. We'll get that. I'm actually going to no. I'll just leave this like this. Get that put in place. This is almost done. So I will actually raise the priority on that just a touch. Get them to come finish these two things, and that should be a pretty good ending spot, assuming this all ends up working out the way it's supposed to. So yeah, as always, appreciate you very, very, very much watching all of these videos and leaving helpful comments, constructive criticisms that help me improve things, and all the like. Always welcome. I always read them, and I'm very, very thankful for you. Beard Boosters as well. All of their contributions make it possible to keep doing this madness and have a series that's been going for how many months now? I think the newest series we started on this channel was Prison Architect at this point, and that was February? Yeah, so we don't really have anything super new and exciting to bring huge numbers of people in, but that's the kind of risk you can take, just continuing stuff because people are back there supporting you and making sure that you can continue doing what you want to be doing. And we do want to finish all of this and take care of everything before we move on. So I hate abandoning stuff. I really do. It's why I'm so reluctant to start something unless I know it's going to be a success and you guys are going to enjoy it. So again, just very, very thankful for those folks. These are charging. Very, very slow first turns here, but we just have to have 2 metal blocks to get this taken care of. And hopefully they're coming over here with those and we can get this all squared away. I'll go ahead and make that a maximum priority there. We'll make one last look over here. Yeah, we're waiting on logs, I guess. But we have logs. I think. Maybe not. Ah. Beardbot 1663. What a trooper. Out of energy. Still coming up to drop off the log. Solemn duty. I guess I don't want to wait for him to just do all that. But yeah. Now someone comes up to fix that, and then I can finally put this last bit in here. Get this all squared away. They can finish that hopefully before the that drought comes in here. That won't be too long of a thing. I cannot move the camera at all when it's in triple speed. Yeah, we'll just come right on over here. And look at that. Look at that. This is up and running and it's charging. A little bit slower than the other ones, but it's all ready to go. And this one just needs metal blocks. That's probably going to take 800 years to get there, but it is what it is. We've increased the storage capacity to 1.62 million HPH, and we're working on charging it, which is good because we got a drought coming up. So we'll see what happens with that next time. Like I said, not possible to keep doing this without all of your support, so I'm very, very thankful for it. Thankful for you. And Beard Boosters, again, can never acknowledge everyone's contributions enough. I'm just glad I get to do this. It's a whole lot of fun, and I hope you'll join us again soon for the next episode of this one. On Sunday, we've got penguins tomorrow, and soon, registered trademark, soon we will have water beavers, just as soon as I can get that figured out in a way that's going to be worth watching and be entertaining. Because I don't want to give you guys slop. That's not what I'm about. That's what I try not to be about. Sometimes it ends up being bad, but it is always authentic. Anyway, I'll quit my yapping, and I'll let you go do what you got to do with the rest of your day. Stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.